Hollywood Insiders, The Smooth Sounds of Keith Washington, exclusive 2026 Spotlight Hollywood. Insiders is putting the spotlight on the legendary R&B vocalist, songwriter, and actor Keith Washington. Known for his silky, romantic vocals, Keith stole our hearts in 1991 with the smash hit Kissing You, a song that won a Soul Train Music Award and became a staple on General Hospital. In this episode, we dive into Keith's journey from Detroit to signing with Quincy Jones and Qwest Records, his acting career and role as a Slow Jams radio host, what he's doing in 2026, including his recent tour dates and new music in the works. From Make Time for Love to his upcoming performances, we honor the enduring legacy of this R&B superstar. Born in Detroit in 1960, Keith Washington emerged as a quintessential voice in romantic R&B during the early 1990s. His career is defined by soulful ballads, crossover success in acting, and a lasting presence in radio and theater. Musical breakthrough in Kissing You. Before his solo fame, Washington established himself as a songwriter, notably co-writing Freddie Jackson's 1988 hit Hey Lover, the signature hit in 1991. He released his debut single, Kissing You, which topped the Billboard R&B charts and reached number 40 on the Hot 100. Interestingly, he originally wrote the song for Anita Baker, but a record executive convinced him to keep it for himself. Accolades. The song earned him a Soul Train Music Award for Best R&B Soul Single and a Grammy nomination for Best R&B Vocal Performance. Major collaborations. During this peak, he recorded the top 10 UK hit, If You Were With Me Now, with Kylie Minogue and the romantic duet, Candlelight and You with Chant Moore. Television and film career. Washington leveraged his musical success into a visible acting career. Throughout the 1990s, General Hospital, he held a recurring role as Keith Jasper, and his hit Kissing You was frequently used as background music on the soap opera. Martin, he made a memorable guest appearance as himself, performing The Closer I Get to You with Taisha Campbell. Poetic Justice. He appeared in the 1993 film, starring Janet Jackson and Tupac Shakur, playing a hairdresser named Dexter. Radio and theater transition as the mainstream R&B landscape shifted in the late 90s. Washington transitioned into new creative roles. Radio host, he became a staple on Detroit's WDMK-FM Kiss FM, hosting the popular nighttime slow jams show Kisses After Dark. Stage productions. He received critical acclaim for his portrayal of Marvin Gaye in the touring stage play My Brother Marvin. Current status, Arlene Arlo. As of early 2026, Washington remains active in the industry. Touring, he continues to perform solo concerts and participate in R&B revival tours across the United States. New music, following a spotlight on TV One's Unsung. He has been working on a comeback album featuring local Detroit musicians. Personal life, he has been married to Stephanie Grimes, a Detroit radio executive, since 2009. As of January 2026, Keith Washington has not released a standard, full-length studio album since his 1998 self-titled release, KW. However, there have been several recent music and career updates. 2026 release. On January 16th, 2026, he released a new single titled Kissing You, IQ Music Redone, a collaborative remix with IQ Music. Album in development. Washington has been working on a comeback album with musicians in Detroit. while a formal title has not been officially announced for this project. He highlighted the development of this new music during an episode of TV1's Unsung 2026 tour. He is currently actively touring, with scheduled performances at venues like City Winery, Chicago, January 25th, 2026, and the Music Hall Center in Detroit, April 10th, 2026, alongside Jeffrey Osborne and Shirley Murdoch. For the most current updates on his upcoming recordings and official album title announcements, you can follow him on his verified Instagram at Focus on Keith or Facebook. Keith Washington's presence on the long-running soap opera General Hospital in the early 1990s was a significant crossover for his career, blending his acting talent with his musical success. Role details: character name: Washington played a character named Keith Jasper. Role type: it was a recurring, brief role that allowed him to showcase his screen presence alongside the show's regular cast. Musical synergy: his casting was closely tied to his rising stardom as an R&B singer. His breakthrough hit single, Kissing You, was frequently used as background music for scenes on the show, which helped solidify the song as a romantic anthem of that era. Career impact: Washington was one of several R&B stars who appeared on General Hospital during its peak years to tap into the show's massive audience. This role, along with his later guest appearance on the sitcom Martin and his role in the film Poetic Justice, helped establish him as a multi-talented entertainer beyond the recording studio. Even in 2026, fans frequently remember Keith Jasper as a key part of the show's 1990s cultural footprint. Outside of his time on General Hospital, Keith Washington has maintained a steady presence in film, television, and theater, often playing himself or characters that highlight his background in soul music, film, and television. Poetic Justice: Ijo Zolsan, one of his most recognizable film roles. Washington played Dexter, a hairdresser. He appeared in several scenes alongside the film's lead, Janet Jackson. Martin Ijo Jor, in a popular season 1 episode titled A Woman with a Past. Washington guest starred as himself. The plot involved him being an old flame of Gina's, and he performed a duet of The Closer I Get to You with Taisha Campbell. Mind Your Business 2025, most recently, Washington played the character Don in this TV series. Jason's Lyric 1994. He appeared as the character Daryl in this classic urban drama. The Meteor Man 1993. Washington had a small role in this Robert Townsend superhero comedy, Unsung Arding R.E. While not a fictional role, Washington was the subject of an episode of TV1's biography series, where he shared details about his career and personal life. Notable theater work: My Brother Marvin. Washington took on the lead role of Marvin Gaye in this touring stage production. The play, produced by Marvin's sister Ziala Gaye, explored the legendary singer's life through his family's journals and eyes. Guest musical appearances: Washington frequently appeared as a musical guest on major 1990s variety and talk shows, including Soul Train, The Arsenio Hall Show, Showtime at the Apollo, The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson,